2 more locations for the broadcast, and here we go. All right, my friends. So I am still recovering. My voice is still working its way back. Many of you know that last weekend we had the amazing pleasure of bringing Ultimate Speaker Competition away from Las Vegas for the very, very first time, and we brought it to Orlando, Florida, July 30, 31. And there is just a buzz in the air with the people that were a part of this event. And my intention is to just come on here. I haven't used this setup yet. I have to figure out where to go with my microphone. I didn't want it to block my face, but now I can't use my hands because the microphone's blocking me, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. If you are here, put in the chat who you are and say hello. If any of you who participated in Ultimate Speaker Competition over the past, during the 2 days, July 30, 31, whether as a guest, an attendee supporting one of our speaker competitors, or you were one of our inspirers, storytellers, or experts, I would love to welcome you onto this call or onto this live so that you could share about your experience at Ultimate Speaker Competition. And so I will begin, but please feel free. All right, here we go. We got somebody in the chat. It's Michelle Renee Wyman, my amazing wife, who I am so thankful was able to be there fully and to support and co-host and co-produce the event with me. Many of you may know that back in December when we did Ultimate Speaker in the midst of COVID here in Las Vegas, Michelle had COVID and she was down and out. And so I helmed the ship by myself. I have to tell you that it's such a different experience when she is beside me and we are together. Hey, Desean Williams is here. Desean Williams, I'm hoping he may want to come on and take 2 minutes and share his story. This young man, he learned about our event, I think 48 hours or maybe 72 hours before we were scheduled to have it in Orlando. And he was introduced to me by one of our speakers who actually had just been introduced to me less than a week prior, and talk about synchronicities and talk about opportunities. My friends, this event was unlike any other that we've done before. Hi, Mandy Robinson. It's Christoph, not Chris, but no worries. Thank you for being here. I will tell you, the people that were introduced to us, that were the connections that were made, were so heartfelt, so, what's the word? It's something that couldn't be planned, couldn't be orchestrated. And what we have been hearing from the people that have been part of the event is that it's something that just happened, that there was just this love and positive energy in the event, in the room. And it really is true that you attract who you are. If you are a person that is sending out and radiating and exuding positivity and love and peace and compassion, you're going to attract that, both in terms of the type of event, as well as the quality and the people that come to your event or that become a part of your circle. Desean, let me know if you would like to come on camera and just share a little bit about your experience. What inspired you to jump in at the very, very last minute, very short notice? What challenges you may have had to get to the event? See, this gentleman does not live in Orlando, and yet he did not allow distance, circumstance, situation to prevent him from taking advantage of the opportunity. And not only did he show up in a big way, but he was rewarded. And I don't want to take the thunder. I'd like him to come on board. So let's see. How can I invite you? What if I invite you? Send this link to your guests. You may also want to share. Okay, so if I send you a link through Messenger, Desean. Oops, I may have lost where we are. Okay, I'm opening Messenger to send you a link. so that you can click on. Okay, here we go. Desean. Bear with me, my friends. I promise you. New notifications. Okay, here we go. New notifications from Desean. I'm sending you a notification. You're sending me one. Between the two of us, we'll get you on here. Maybe you're not tagged. My messenger is not recognizing you yet. No, we're friends. Desean Williams. Okay. It's not going. Let me see what your notification says. Boom, boom. I apologize, my friends. I'm still learning how to use this StreamYard. So I'm going to click that off and see what we got here. Bring us. Thank you for your patience. Still figuring it out, and you're still here. I love the logo. Thank you, Michelle. We lost you. Yes, you did. It is so much fun with StreamYard. Energies are real on vibrational levels all around us. So, Desean, if you know how to invite yourself, I don't want to get off of here. We were successful in doing that last time. Let's see. Nope. What if I show? Hey. Okay, I'm just showing your message. Okay. Well, here, we'll figure it out. The reason I'm coming here is I really was so blessed and blown away by the event that was Ultimate Speaker Competition. We've been doing this since 2019, and each time it has been an amazing experience. We have always attracted speakers from all over the country. We have had anywhere from 15 to 21 speakers each time. And the speakers that come to this event run the gamut from people that say, I've really never, like maybe they're all the way to, this is their first official time on stage, so to speak, or maybe one of their first few times in front of an audience, all the way to the other end where we've had people that have been speaking for 10, 15 years or more, but they saw the value of coming to this event. We have had such connections between one person who jumps in and then they tell people in their tribe, oh, this is an amazing event. You need to join. You have to participate in this. We had people that were promoting the event that really, as I've been doing these follow-up calls post-event, told me I didn't know what to expect, but I felt something and I vibed. I resonated with you and the call that we had, because I always do a pre-registration call with people. There's nowhere on the website where somebody can actually go and put in their information, fill out the full application, and pay. Because the registration is actually the connection and the conversation with myself to see if this is a good fit, to see if this is something that really resonates with you. So Mandy says, I'd love the opportunity at some point in time. So yes, Mandy, this event is growing. It is growing. And there is such a, like I said earlier, a buzz around the event. This is the second time that we had a VIP experience for some of our speakers. And it was really exciting to see all the speakers together in the Airbnb house that we had rented for the occasion. Just being able to connect and have conversations and practice actually their speeches or their presentations for the day of the competition. We had a woman by the name of Dr. Shelly Hibsky, who was introduced to me by a woman named Pearl. I forgot her name. Pearl Protich, who was introduced to me, I believe, by either Beata or Michelle Mraz, but it was one person introduced me to another. So this lady, Dr. Shelly Hibsky, is a world-renowned speaker. She is the editor-in-chief and publisher of Inspiring Lives magazine. She's accomplished in so many ways, award-winning author, speaker, keynoter, a woman's global sisterhood movement. I know I don't have the words correct, but what an amazing person that was introduced to me by another amazing person. We got a phone call. I got a message. No, Sabrina Protich introduced you to her as well as to me. Thank you. Who are you, Facebook user? I don't see your name there. Mandy. Okay. Gordon got you interested. Absolutely. How exciting. So Dr. Shelly messaged me on Facebook Messenger, and Michelle, my wife, and I were in transit in Denver. We had about a 45-minute layover, but by the time we got to the gate, figured out where we were going, had a chance to sit down for a moment, I had about 12 minutes left before we had to go get in line to board. I messaged Dr. Shelly and said, can we have a quick phone call? She gave me her phone number. I called her. I love looking back on calls and the synchronicities. On my phone, it showed that we had an 8-minute and 6-second phone call. On that phone call, understand, myself and Dr. Shelly had not met before. Pearl put us together on Facebook Messenger. Pearl told her about our event. Pearl told me that this is an amazing person that probably should be at our event. Our event was set for Friday morning. This is Wednesday, about 4:30 p.m. I had that 8-minute conversation with Dr. Shelly. I said, I know you're doing great things. Usually it would be a long 30-minute conversation. Here's the event. Here's the genesis of it, how it's grown, some of the people that have participated. We didn't have time for that. We had time to connect, have a quick conversation, see if we both resonate with each other. And then for her to say, yeah, this is good, or, it's kind of really short notice. So, why are you asking me? I said, I apologize. I know this is very short notice. And before I could even finish my train of thought, Dr. Shelly cut me off in a very nice, friendly, positive, loving way and said, that's okay. This is what I do. This is how I roll. In fact, I just got back from, and I still don't know where, but she just got back from a speaking gig or seminar or a summit that she was speaking at live in person. I don't know where, but she said to me, it sounds great. I'm in. What do you need from me? Well, I need her bio. I need her to fill out an application. I need her headshot. I need her registration fee. And in the moment I said, look, I can't, we still had spots to fill, but even at the last minute, it's not free to join because we provide video. We provide some photos of you on stage. We provide a lot of opportunity with this event. So even at the last moment, if somebody signs up, and it's happened every single time, they still have to pay a registration fee. I gave her a discount, of course. She said, okay, great. My assistant will send you money or whatever. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. 8-minute and 6-second phone call. I told my wife, Michelle, as we're getting on the plane, she said, did you get another one? Did you get another one? Dr. Shelly Hibsky, she was going to fill out our inspiration category, close it out. So we get on the plane knowing that we have, in faith, because I believe she didn't send the money within 8 minutes, but I believe that she was absolutely true and genuine and authentic, and she said, I'm going to do it. By the way, she's in Pennsylvania somewhere, And she had to figure out travel and all of these different things. And she did. And she showed up, and she didn't ask for any special treatment because she was one of the last people to get involved or anything. She just showed up with her heart, her energy, her radiance. And I'm so amazed that that is just one example of how this lineup of amazing speakers was brought to me, or we attracted or connected with us. And Pearl introduced people. She wanted to be in the competition both days. She lives in, or no, she does not live in Florida, but she was visiting Florida. So she would be in the location. However, she had a commitment during the weekend to be with her granddaughter. So this is now my conversation with Pearl, which was probably a handful of days earlier. Pearl told me, this looks amazing. I love it. What does it take? I'm sorry, Pearl? Sabrina. Pearl is awesome too. I'm getting my people confused. I need a diagram. I need a diagram of who connected me with whom, who introduced who reinforced it. So I'm talking about Sabrina. Pardon me. It's Sabrina. This is Pearl, and Sabrina told me about her. Thank you, Pearl. You are awesome. Okay. Sabrina was visiting her granddaughter in Florida. I still don't know where Sabrina is from, but she was going to be visiting the area, and she wanted to be fully involved, but she could only commit to the first day, which is the workshop. And the workshop gives them opportunity to be on stage, to do different activities. Don't ever give it away, because we always want it to be a surprise, all these different activities for speakers that come and join next time. And we're always doing things to modify it. But Sabrina told me, I have so many great speakers in my arena, in my tribe, that I need to introduce you to, people that need to be at this event. That's what she told me. And she said, I can be there, but I can only promise to be there day one. And would it be okay to bring my granddaughter? I said, yes. I mean, as long as she's not, an infant. She said, no, she's 10 years old. She's very quiet and polite. And I said, okay, great, perfect. So Sabrina comes and participates fully with everybody else on day one. She brings her granddaughter. Her granddaughter is drawing pictures of our various speakers. That's the connection. I saw her draw Dr. Shelly. She drew a picture of Michelle, my wife, Michelle Renee Wyman, and me. Sabrina dressed as if she was in the competition. She showed up. She partook in all the activities that were available. And for what, she wasn't meant to be on stage for the competition this time. But even though she wasn't going to be there on Saturday, she introduced me to so many people and told them, this is something that I'm participating in. She didn't say, I'm in the competition. She didn't want to dissuade, or I just felt like she had just such great positive energy, and she wanted to help support and promote our event, and that her people's decision should not be based upon Sabrina's prior commitment, which prevented her from joining in on Saturday. What word am I looking for? The background. So Pearl is reminding me that she introduced me to a gentleman named Desean. Pearl and I had only talked for a couple of days. I think the day after Pearl registered, she said, I've got this young gentleman who is an up-and-coming speaker. He's very amazing, and I think he should be in this event. In fact, I'm going to speak at his summit or conference in September, I think it is, or October. I said, great, connect me with him. I have a conversation with him. I call him, and come to find out, I don't know if it was later on or maybe even at the event, it didn't dawn on me. Pearl actually had never met this gentleman, Desean Williams, except on Clubhouse, on Clubhouse. But she was drawn to him. Something about him and sharing his story resonated with her. And so we had a conversation, and I told him about the event. And all he kept saying on the phone was, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So does this sound interesting? Are you inspired to participate, to join? Yes, sir. Okay. Pearl told me you're an aspiring speaker and a confidence leader. Yes, sir. I couldn't get a read on him. Like, is he serious? Is he in? Is he not? I told him that we would give him a discount again because it's short notice. And he mentioned about payments. Like, can I break it into two? Well, our event's in 2 days. So yeah, you can pay me now and then you can pay me the day of the event or whatever. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Turns out he was going to drive from Charlotte, South Carolina. I said, what? Yeah, I'm going to drive. You're going to drive for, like, listen, let me tell you, my friends, all of you who are listening, who are not and were not a part of this event, there was example after example of people that were given an opportunity, presented an opportunity, and the ones that came said, I'll take it. I'll grab it. Let me figure it out. And then not only did they grab it for themselves, but then they went and they shared it to somebody else. Here's an awesome stage. Look, we all went through 18 months of really no live events. Everybody's zoomed out. I mean, we're zooming it right now. We're StreamYarding it right now, but there's nothing like a real live in-person event. You can feel energy and you can radiate and send it out, project it through the airwaves. But there's something different when you are in a room with people and you feel their heart and their emotion, whether it's in a small conversation, one-on-one with a group of people, or on the stage. And that's the magic. We've heard so many people say that the event was magical. Desean, you are here. You are here in more ways than you know. If somebody is well-versed with StreamYard and you know how to come on board and be a part of the broadcast without me sending you a notification, please raise your hand or join in or ask to be added. Pearl, Michelle Maras, Michelle Wyman, Mandy, Desean, Sabrina, anybody that I don't know is here yet, please do so. I would love to get some feedback. Oh, and look at all the people that I see here now. Sarah Lee, thank you for being here. Brett Raftery, Justin, Paul Anthony Munoz. Man, you've been following us for a while. You are such a great supporter, my friend, and I really appreciate you. Who else do we have here? Cyril Cruz, Marcel. You all are amazing. Gordon, just joining the next one. Mandy Robinson. Yes, Mandy Robinson. Here's what I know. I'm a fan and a mentee of Les Brown, as many of you are. And I like his phrase that he says, OQP. OQP. Write it down. What does it mean? OQP means only quality people. Only quality people. And I've seen that in action with all the people that I've been introduced to, or people that, hey, believe me, don't think that I haven't, that I wasn't also marketing, promoting, and inviting people myself. There are many people that were a part of this event that came from my own tribe, my own group, right? But it became a synergistic and a real collaborative event. But going back to OQP, Mandy Robinson, you got it. Only quality people. And why do I say that? Because every time, whether it was Michelle Maras or Beata or Sabrina or Pearl or any of you, Gordon, who have introduced me to somebody, whether the timing worked or not, when I had whether the timing worked for them to join in Ultimate Speaker this time or not, all the phone calls, all the Zoom calls that I had with people were just, I knew that these were people that were from your circles, from your tribes. OQP, you really attract who you are. And so what is the purpose? Now, for those of you that were a part of the event, and shoot, let's do it. We'll open it to anybody. Okay. We'll open it to anybody that wants to participate. On Monday next week, we're going to have an Ultimate Speaker competition, not competition. We're going to have a USC celebration, just a Zoom call, happy hour, whatever you want to call it, for us to gather together and to give an opportunity for those that did participate to raise a glass, to share a moment about your experience, to encourage and inspire others to join and to jump in for the next time. This is growing so much fire and momentum, and there's a wave that is happening. And those that were at this event, now they are beginning to see, or they have seen and realized, while it's called Ultimate Speaker Competition, as I said on day one, soon after we started and walked in, I said, it's Ultimate Speaker Competition, but it's the Ultimate Speaker Collaboration, because it's the Ultimate Speaker Celebration. This is the Ultimate Speaker Cooperation. it's all of those C's. It is not merely a competition. In fact, my wife, Michelle, said so smart and so eloquently, I'm looking for the banner that says what the info is. If somebody can type that in, that would be awesome. Somebody just type in the chat, www.ultimatespeakercompetition.com. I thought I had a banner with it. Here we go. Here we go. Ultimatespeakercompetition.com. That's all you've got to do. That's all you've got. The only place you need to go is what I mean. Next one, we don't have the dates yet. That will be announced very, very soon. It will be in October. But going back to what I was just starting to mention, my wife, Michelle, said to me the night before to remind each of the participants, and then she brought it on the stage and said this: when you are a speaker competitor for this event, you get 6 minutes on stage. That's the amount of time. If you do well and you are one of the few that will go forward to the semifinals, then you'll speak again for 6 minutes. If you are one of the final two, oh, and by the way, our final two were Michelle Mraz and Dr. Shelly Hibsky. If you're one of the final two, then you get to speak for 6 minutes a third time. But what Michelle said was the competition is for 6 minutes. This is a 2-day event. And in the event, there is so much more that happens, that takes place, than merely a competition. It is a competition, but there was collaboration. I think every person in the room on day one, on Friday, walked away with either being booked as a guest on some other stage in the room. So whether it's a podcast, radio show, or whatever, or those that had shows or podcasts or publications, they got to have guests booked from that day. There was, and there was just support too. Support. So many people commented to me saying it was amazing to see that even though these people, like they were competing, but when they weren't on stage, they were helping each other. They were giving advice, input. Oh, you're in my category, right? Well, if you were an inspirer, here's some feedback, if you don't mind. If you're a storyteller, here's what would be helpful. If you're an expert, here's how it would be great to share your expertise. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it was so amazing. And I am so blown away and blessed by the people that showed up. And again, we're going to do the celebration on Monday. But for our purposes right now, and I hope I get it all right and I am correct, I'm going to read to you who our speaker competitors were July 30, 31. In the expert category, we had Jacqueline Proffitt. Jacqueline Proffitt is another one who jumped in at the very, very end. She was traveling to Florida. She lives in Chicago. She saw the opportunity, and this woman just came and brought fire on stage. And so I'm not going to give a rundown on every single person, but I'm going to just tell you everybody in each category. In the experts category, so Jacqueline Proffitt. Then Jennifer L. Horsepool in the experts category. Pete Gustus, Guillermo Hoya, and Heather Ryan. Those were our experts. Our storytellers were Karen Eastman, Michelle Maras, Melissa Bales, Pearl Sharenza, Jeff Cade, and Desean Williams. In the Inspirer category, we had Gordon Brodecki, Brian Young, Jamie R. Wright, Reginald Hicks, Dr. Shelly Hibsky, and Colette Smith. And what a powerhouse lineup of speakers. I am so thankful that I am the host, the creator, the producer, and never a judge. Oh my gosh, it was so difficult. Such a challenge for the judges. The judges had they had a really tough time. Our judges, Angel Tussey, Sean Bracey, Josh Liskey. Each one bringing their own perspective, their own mindset, their own input and feedback for the competitors. Without the judges, we couldn't have a competition. And our judges also doubled as sponsors, and they provided prizes for our speakers. It was, again, yes, it was my event, and yeah, I'm not humble bragging. I'm bragging. I'm boasting, because it wasn't just us. It wasn't just myself and Michelle. It's not the Christoph J. and Michelle Renee Wyman show. It's your show. It's your show. And now, get this. We've had multiple people ask us, not just when the next ones are, because we're doing at least 2 before the end of the year, but we have people already asking, well, what are your dates? Listen to this. What are your dates for 2022? What are your dates for 2022? Come on. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. We are going to be releasing a schedule of what is going to happen in 2022 in terms of the Ultimate Speaker Competition. If you, Facebook user who says it was a very powerful experience, let us know who you are. Triple Heart, Facebook user. I don't know why your names don't come up, but that's just the way it is. And Beata for being here. You, I had mentioned earlier, you were just another one that just, your schedule did not allow you to be there. It is Dr. Shelly. Woo! We already told a little bit about your story jumping in on Wednesday evening. And I've said this before. You know, we all learn from each other. So when we quote somebody, it gives accolade to that person for their wisdom and their brilliance. A good buddy of mine, I was hoping I could show his book. I don't have it right in front of me, but a gentleman named Andy Audate. Andy Audate, he says this: the opportunity is in the show up. The opportunity is in the show up. When you show up, and you show up in person, if it's an in-person event, but you show up fully and powerfully, that's when the magic happens. You have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime. And every opportunity has a lifetime. So take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime, but do it during the lifetime of the opportunity, because opportunities don't get wasted. They get just passed on to somebody else. And speaking of Andy Audate, well, I had the pleasure in June of being a speaker sponsor at his small event. My wife, yay, just brought in the book by Andy Audate, No More Average. No More Average. This is a powerful young man. If you have a podcast, if you have a radio show, a TV show, a publication, a stage, and you do not yet know Andy Audate, I'm inviting you to introduce yourself to him or ask me for a personal introduction. He will bring fire, inspiration, knowledge, and a whole lot more to your stage, whatever form that stage is. And I really am hi, Facebook user who just said hi at 4:59. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are, if you don't mind. And I really want to express my gratitude on behalf of myself and Michelle Renee Wyman, for Bill Walsh and Power Team International, our platinum sponsor. Bill has been a supporter of Ultimate Speaker Competition since its inception in 2019, and he has just played full out in terms of helping create an experience and bringing his knowledge and expertise, and always speaking and helping empower speakers and entrepreneurs to play full out it's not about quotes. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't live just by because quotes are cool, but really taking these quotes that I share to heart, And Bill Walsh is known for many, many juicy nuggets of information, education, inspiration. But one thing that he says, and I always quote, and I have a shirt that's has it written on it that I got from one of Bill Walsh's events, and it's this: your story is too big to play small. Your story is too big to play small, so stop playing small is my add to it. Stop playing small. All of us have the opportunity, we have the calling, we have the mission to make an impact in this world, whatever it is that is your area of expertise, your forte, whether it's a nonprofit, whatever area it is, whether you're in leadership, whatever you are meant to do, you're supposed to do it in a bigger and grander way. That's what I absolutely believe. Melissa Bales, she's another one who saw the opportunity and figured out, I'm going to figure out how to make it happen. My story is too big to play small. Amen, Mandy Robinson. And it's by us uplifting each other, supporting each other, promoting each other, that we all grow, we all benefit. And yes, we want to make money. I'm not doing everything for charity. I support charities, but my business is a business. I hope yours is too. I hope you are doing things, taking advantage of the knowledge and the training you're receiving, investing in yourself so you have systems and tools that will bring you to the next level. More financial freedom can help you make a bigger impact in the world. It is true, Mandy. We all do grow together. And I'm going to go back again to this idea of, while it is a competition, I don't believe in competition except for our event. So if you're a speaker or a speaker trainer, I don't believe, don't let this person know about that because they're going to take them. There's enough for everybody. There's enough opportunity. There's enough abundance. There's enough stages. There's enough everything that we can all share. You should all be inviting me on your podcast right now. I'm just putting it out there. You should be inviting me to be in your magazines. You should be contacting me and saying, I would like to sponsor that event. And I will also continue to do the same for you. I've introduced people to each other. As soon as I meet somebody, Brian Young, Melissa Bales, you two need to know each other. You need to know each other because there's such synchronicity. There's such alignment. It only makes sense to bring on board, connect with, collaborate, create something with somebody else that aligns and resonates with what you're doing. People, even in the realm of nonprofit, it doesn't matter if there's another or 100 other nonprofits that are in the arena that you are in. Nonprofits exist because there's such a need in the world. Whether your heart is for the homeless, for illiteracy, to stamp out illiteracy, if it's to raise awareness and funds to prevent domestic violence or human trafficking, or for against animal cruelty, or for health awareness. There's hundreds of different types of nonprofits. If you know somebody that has a nonprofit that is in alignment with what you are doing, why not join forces? Why not cross promote? Why not sponsor or create a bigger event? Create a bigger event instead of, at this moment, we always have one nonprofit because ours is a relatively small 2-day event. But if as Ultimate Speaker Competition, Ultimate Speaker Workshop grows and we become a 3-day event or a multi-time event, or we have 200 people in the audience instead of 60, then maybe we have 2 nonprofits or 3. I'm all about growth, collaboration, support, encouragement, all of that. Woo! All right. I get excited because I really believe in what I'm saying and what we're all about. And also, we are at a place where momentum is beginning. We've been at this for 2.5 years. Well, that may not seem like a long time. For some people, it is a long time. Think about a project that you have in mind right now. Maybe it's still just on paper. Maybe it's an idea. It's something that you've shared with somebody. Or maybe it's something that you've been working at for a while and you can't get it off the ground, or you haven't gotten it to that point for it to really launch. I will say and share and encourage you to stick with it. This is not even the main thing I do. Let's see, there we go. Ultimate Speaker Competition is not even the main thing I do. Let's see. Boy, I can't, this is right here, right there. 5-star customer service. That's my main gig. Going to companies, organizations, and getting myself, booking them as my client for me to train their leaders, their frontline staff, their management, their owners to elevate the quality of the customer experience that they deliver. That's my main gig. But this Ultimate Speaker Competition is starting to build steam. It's starting to gain momentum. So you put your energy where things are growing. And I'm telling you, to have people say, when are your dates for 2022? That's a big deal. We also have had interest from people internationally. So whatever it is that you are called to do, whatever it is that you know in your heart, it has been placed upon you and you have an inspiration, don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Know that it is possible. Mandy says, my daily mantra is keep showing up to life. Keep showing up to life. And then you begin to attract people that start to resonate with what you are doing. A couple at a time, then a few more, and then they bring their tribe, and then they bring their next circle, and it begins to grow. And like Michelle Maras has been saying for the last couple of days, now that there's momentum and there's a buzz, you got to ride the wave. Strike while the iron is hot. If you have people that are interested, inspired about what you're doing, don't stop and say, okay, well, the next one's going to be in 6 months. Well, then you lose all the energy and excitement that's been built. keep it going. Find new partners. Find people that believe in what you're doing. Provide an opportunity where they can win and that you can support each other. All right, my friends, I am so thankful to have spent some moments with you. Monday, I don't have the time yet, but Monday we will be having a special happy hour celebration of Ultimate Speaker Competition. We'll be able to answer questions. We will give the opportunity for people to share their experience, come on camera. Maybe we'll do it through Zoom instead of StreamYard, or StreamYard through Zoom through StreamYard, not sure. But continue to promote, continue to share your posts. Those of you that were a part of the event, your posts are really exciting and encouraging, and we truly appreciate all that you are doing to help us grow this. And if you do resonate with what we're doing, and I know you do, help us amplify what's already happened. If anybody has any last words or questions, we'll figure out. I don't know why. Maybe none of you asked to come on camera. Is there anybody that would like to be on camera and just share for a couple seconds? Or if you are not camera ready, if you want to come on audio, going once, going twice, you got it. Beta says I got it. We're all good. I said beta. I mean Beata. Sorry. Oh, my friends, happy whatever today is. Happy Thursday. You all are amazing, and let's continue riding the wave and growing this thing together. I will see you all on Monday. Cheers. God bless. It's Christoph J. Wyman from Las Vegas and the Ultimate Speaker Competition. Cheers.